After a car accident left me bedridden, my stepmom persuaded my dad that I had stolen the car without her knowledge. Without hearing my side, my dad told me I deserved it and kicked me out of the house. Now, 2 years later, I'm having the last laugh because their lives have completely derailed due to that one move. So 2 years ago, I got into this terrible car accident. I got rear-ended by a truck whose driver was drunk, and it was pretty bad for me because I was left completely bedridden for 3 months. After that accident, I seriously couldn't move a muscle even if I tried because everything hurt so bad. I was pretty busted up, but that didn't even seem to matter because my dad kicked me out of the house anyway. I was 18 years old back then and had taken the car out to practice driving for my driver's license test, which was a few days away. When I got into that accident, I hadn't even taken the car very far. I was in the neighborhood when it happened. I had explicitly asked for permission from my stepmom since my father had made it very clear that I needed to ask at least one parent before I took the car out in any situation. So I asked her, since my dad was at work, and she had told me that I could take the car. But later on, she flipped the story around to make it seem like I was going out to visit my friends and just to look cool. I had taken the car and snuck out without asking her. My dad chose to believe her without even hearing my side of the story and kicked me out. My stepmom had always been weird around me, but I had never expected her to lie to my dad about something like this and get me kicked out of the house because that was just extreme. She had been a part of my life ever since I was 4 years old. My birth mother had never been in the picture after giving birth to me. She just randomly decided that she did not want to be a mother anymore and signed away her parental rights. She and my dad were never married, so it was easier for her to leave, and my father was ready to accept the responsibility and raise me all on his own, so he never questioned it either. She had never tried to be a part of my life, and so I was happy even when my father started dating my stepmom. After 3 years of dating, they got married, but by then I had realized that my stepmother had no interest in being a mother to me. She was just my father's wife, nothing else. When I was a child, we did not get along particularly well, and she usually just avoided me. But as I grew older, we started getting along even less and would argue frequently. Even when the arguments were about petty things, she would take it to extreme levels and then complain to my father about my terrible behavior. He would always side with her, which was pretty frustrating because she was the one who picked a fight with me unnecessarily. We were already not on good terms, and I was just happy that I was going to be going away to college in just a few months. But that never happened, and I ended up having to move in with my grandparents because my father did not want me anymore. It had nothing to do with money since my dad's pretty rich. He has a paper company of his own, and even apart from that, he had medical insurance for the entire family, and the car was also insured. So I know for a fact that it was not about money. The one thing that made him kick me out of the house was whatever my stepmom had told him with regards to how the accident had taken place. She had cooked up and fed him some nonsensical story about how I had been planning on going out with my friends and I wanted to look cool, which is why I had taken the car out without her permission. Apparently, she told him that she had gotten to know about it by eavesdropping on me, and she said that she had even told me not to do such things after hearing that conversation. But I had just ignored her and gone out of my way to do exactly that. This happened after the accident, and the doctors had said that I was going to be bedridden for the next couple of months until I healed enough to resume normal movement. So I was already suffering enough because of that and the pain of the accident.